the 17th BRICS Summit is taking place on 6th and 7th. Honorable Prime Minister will arrive on the 5th evening, but the main program is on the 6th. As you know, the format is very clear. There are full members, which are 10. There are about 12 partner countries. There are 8 invitee countries at the head of state, head of government level, and there are 7 heads of regional and multilateral bodies. The theme of the Rio Summit is strengthening global South cooperation for inclusive and sustainable governance. The program on the 6th includes the first agenda item, the reform of the global governance, where only the full members will participate. And thereafter, there is the second item on the agenda, the peace and security, which is in the working lunch format, where the leaders will discuss the agenda item, and all of this will be captured in the leaders' statements, which will be seen as deliverables. Post lunch, the third item on the agenda is the strengthening multilateralism, economic financial affairs, and artificial intelligence. Later that evening will be an official reception. All the leaders will be participating. The next day, which is on the 7th July, the fourth item of the agenda is environment, COP30, and global health. As you are aware that Brazil will also be hosting COP30 later in the year, in November, which is why climate change and COP issues become very important. As you know, the BRICS process is led by the chair, and they set the agenda, but the decisions are on a consensus-based format. We are hopeful that there will be 4 deliverables, although discussions are continuing still at the Sherpa and the Sous-Sherpa level. The leaders' declaration, the leaders' statement on global governance and artificial intelligence, the leaders' framework declaration on climate finance, and BRICS partnership for elimination of socially determined diseases. There will also be, in addition, 4 reports that will be submitted to the leaders. One, the deliberations happen during the National Security Advisors level. The Business Council meetings that would have happened before that, the Women's Business Alliance report, and the Civil Council report. As you know, that all these discussions in the last few months across various platforms and working groups will find convergence in the declaration of the leaders, which will be endorsed by the leaders during that time. Both at the Sherpa and the Sous-Sherpa level, there have been intense discussions that have taken place. What we also notice that the Brazil's agenda more or less is encapsulating the ideas of the global South, and these are more or less in alignment with India's positions. And lastly, India will be holding the chair of the BRICS next year, and which is why in this context, Honorable Prime Minister's visit is even more important.
As you are aware, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi will be undertaking an official visit to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago from 3rd to 4th of July 2025 at the invitation of Prime Minister Her Excellency Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bisesar. This marks the first visit by Prime Minister Modi to TNT or Trinidad and Tobago as Prime Minister, and is the first bilateral visit by an Indian Prime Minister to TNT since 1999. The visit comes at an opportune time as this year in 2025 the country is commemorating 180 years of the arrival of Indian immigrants to Trinidad and Tobago. This shared history forms the bedrock of our close and enduring people-to-people ties. India was one of the first countries to establish diplomatic relations with TNT following its independence in 1962. Our bilateral ties are rooted in shared democracies, pluralism, and a vibrant diaspora connect. Trinidad and Tobago is home to one of the largest Indian diaspora in the region. In fact, the Indian origin community in TNT comprises 40 to 45% of its population. I am told that currently both the President and Prime Minister are of Indian origin. Incidentally, both are women, both are lawyers, and both have a deep sense of pride in their Indian roots and heritage and describe themselves as daughters of India. We in India also celebrate and admire their achievements. Both have been recipients of Pravasi Bharatiya Samman, and our Prime Minister was the first foreign leader to congratulate PM KPB when she has won the election in April 2025. She is the first female Prime Minister not only in TNT but also in the entire Caribbean region. The entire Indian community in Trinidad and Tobago is very enthusiastic about the upcoming visit of Prime Minister Modi, and a large diaspora interaction event is being planned during the visit. During the visit, Honorable PM will hold high-level discussions with both President and Prime Minister, and the leaders are expected to cover the entire gamut of our bilateral relations as well as regional and multilateral aspects. PM KPB will also host a dinner for Prime Minister Modi. India's development partnership with Trinidad and Tobago is robust and diverse. It includes capacity building initiatives, grant-based projects, and healthcare initiatives. Both sides are now seeking to expand and diversify our cooperation into emerging areas such as pharmaceuticals, tertiary care, renewable energy, digital public infrastructure, agriculture, and disaster resilience, in addition to innovation and technology. We will also continue to focus on sports, academic, and cultural cooperation. A set of bilateral documents in different areas of cooperation are expected to be signed. In a special gesture, PM Modi will also address the joint session of the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. The visit is expected to strengthen the bilateral partnership across key areas and reaffirm our